All right. Welcome to our 8 vessel practice. So let's begin with 3 pull downs. Okay, so the first half hour we have warmed up, went through the brocades and the golden chi ball. So we should be pretty warmed up to move our spine in weird different ways. So we're going to turn the toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out. So we're going to begin with our first movement of Tai Chi, which is rolling the ball. So we just go through that. We did that at the beginning of the last of our first segment this morning. So we rise, pushing through their feet, toes, sink to the heels, grip the toes. Inhale. Exhale. And out. So as opposed to our the golden chi ball movement, which is specifically to open up the spine. Similar movement, right? But it's more of a rising and a sinking. There is some rounding, and arching in the back, but very small. It's more of a neutral kind of, a little bit of an arch, a rising, can be helped, natural, right? And then as you fall, you feel that navel going back to the spine and the lower lumbar vertebrae pressing back as the tailbone curls under lightly. Okay, so we want to keep the head floating. So just this moving, shifting a little bit, very slight shifting, but keeping right over the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Making sure that the feet are parallel as you do this. Because if you're not parallel, so the point of our Qigong practices is to align, to create alignment, to create stability and open joints and fluid movement, to allow these subtle energies, pathways to open up. So in this next one, we're going to sink and just roll your elbows out as you roll your fingers in. So embracing the heart. So begin with the first vessel, which is a 7-pointed star. And we're not doing individual vessels with each one of these. It's basically, we're going to be addressing multiple vessels as we go through them. So on the beginning, the first one, we're going to shift over to your right leg and sink back. So this is really important that we get this first step, because what happens a lot of the times is the hip wants to stay over here. We want to bring that all the way over to the right. So this leg is going out at a diagonal. So all my weight is now on the right leg, and then the knee should be over your foot, but not over your toes. So you should be able to see this tip of your second, and maybe your second toe is too short, maybe it's too long, but you should see the toenails, the tips of your toes beyond your knee. Your hip is not going out and it's not going in, but it's setting right back as if there was a stool right behind that hip. And you're sitting right on top of that stool with the sit bone. Now we're gonna rotate the toes in. So at least if you can get maybe a little bit of a turn, 45-degree to begin, or you get that full 90-degree turn somewhere in between to turn the waist. And we'll just pause here to feel everything that's going on. So we're feeling a stretch in the left calf because the heel is down and it's pushing, it's like a kickstand to support the rest of your body. Your right hip, make sure, so this could be okay, but this is better. And then in the beginning, it might just be that you're not quite 90-degree turn, you're not quite looking at that wall because the waist could be tight. So you're just off maybe 75 degrees from center. And sink, press your wrists out. So if you have a nice twisty open back, maybe you're at that 90 degrees. If not, it's fine. So you're gonna breathe in and exhale, breathe out, push your wrists out. Inhale and exhale. One more. Then inhale, come back to the center and set. Just bring your arms down, center yourself. Then inhale, roll the ball. As you exhale, center and open your hands. Hold the, embrace the heart. Shifting now to your left. Rotate your right foot anywhere from 45 to 90 degrees to make that rotation at the waist and press your wrist forward. Kind of that pushes your shoulders down and hollows the chest a bit. And so breathe in. Breathe out. In. And breathe out. In. And breathe out. So now let's move with this. On the next inhale, you're going to rotate back to center, palms go down. Exhale. Inhale to float up, shift, rotate, exhale as you press the palms or wrists out. Then inhale back through the center. Exhale, sink. Inhale, float. Sink. In. Out. Shift in. Rotate. Press that heel. Press the wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Shift. Inhale. Turn. Exhale. One more in. Out. Shift. In. Out. Inhale. And set. Very nice. Okay, second vessel is separating heaven and earth. And so we got a lot of variations with this. So as we shift, we're gonna go to the left. So inhale, and float the arms up. Exhale, hold the, embrace the heart. Shift over to your left, rotate that right foot. But this time we're gonna step out and keep the heel lifted and the knee bent. On your exhale, you're going to twist, press down with the left palm, up with the right, and sinking and drawing in your right knee into your left knee. So sink first, then twist the waist. So sink and twist. Sink and twist. So you can see how this is in a better alignment from my shoulder, which is back here, but it's still in line with the hip and the heel. Breathe in. I'm kind of pulling back on this right hip to keep the hips center, or this left hip center anyway. And out, breathe in. So level the shoulders, level your head, gazing to the back, out, as you're rotating through your waist, the rib cage, the shoulders, and then the head. Breathe in. Make sure that knee isn't going past your toes, your heel. Weight is in that left heel. Breathe out. In. And out. Now coming back through, just yin on the arms, shifting to your right, lifting your left heel, pivot your toe. So it's pointing to your right heel and go right into your twist. So first set your right hip. Okay, so you're looking at me, set your right hip. Notice that the left knee just drops down right in back of it. So pressing the right hand, fingers are up, press the palm to the floor. Lift your left hand up. Now turn your waist. As you're turning your waist, don't let this right hip turn. Keep it forward. Turn your waist. Turn your rib cage through the thoracic spine, and then the shoulder girdle, and then the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Keep the weight in that right heel. Breathe out. In. Last one, in. And out. Then circle those hands back and press the walls. So we're coming into this ba stance, standing in ba, which is squeezing at the groin, sinking, drawing those knees towards each other. So the hips rotate in, your knees rotate in, toes rotate in, press the hands out. So there's a little bit of a sink here through the tailbone, shoulders. And you could always, adjust the width. Maybe your knees can squeeze together, and maybe not, but it's okay. But that's what you're trying to get, is to get this to hold a dollar bill. Pressing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So first is opening the conception vessel. So we're going to inhale, tuck your chin and lift your heart. Exhale as we round and hold the tree. So big circle around with your arms. You're pulling back on your chest, opening your upper back, spreading out your shoulder blades. Inhale as you come back. Press. Tuck the chin and look up. Exhale, round. Open that back, tuck in the tail. Inhale, press. Exhale, tuck under and round. Inhale, press. Exhale, and round. Two more. Inhale. Press. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, we're going to just move out of that and exhale. So with the feet a little bit wider, that shoulder width apart, we're going to take the thumbs and index finger together, bring it up over your head, rotate towards your left side and fold. Pull your hips back over to that right. Straight, soft knees. Sweep over to your left, releasing that right, sorry, your right, left heels goes up, coming all the way around. Keep that left heel up. Stay on that right side. So level shoulder, heel, hip to heel. Sink back like you're going to sit in that chair. So look at the lower body's cat stance, right? So the toe is pointed down, shift the sit bones back, and then I'm going to turn the waist. So I'm going to pull that left shoulder behind, pull back on that right side. So real big stretch right up through the right side of your waist. Drop down the window. Okay, so you're pulling a window down. Your right fingertips are over your forehead. Your left hand, the hand is like, creates that V with the thumb, and it should be able to fit right under your chin and press out. Okay, so it's a chin height. And now, so we could stay here, and as you sink, that knee bends, and we go to a flex foot. So crescent moon, half moon, sink, breathe in, breathe out. Now making sure that knee is in alignment. I have to fix mine, so probably you have to fix yours too. So make sure that there's a little bit of mind in your inner thigh. Yes, all of the pain is over on the outer thigh, but a little mind in the inner thigh. So you're pulling back, feeling the love in your hamstrings a little bit more, as well as the quad. Breathe in and breathe out. Now on this next inhale, we're just going to release, go over to the right, sweep down, soft knees, but straight, over to the left. Rotate so that you're now facing the screen, sink, rotate the waist, roll back and up with that left elbow as you pull down the shade. Now sink a little bit more. You could stay here, or to get the full posture, flex out your foot. Breathe in, breathe out. So you should feel this tremendous stretch along the ribs and waist. And the more you pull back on that elbow, the more stretch you're going to get and lift you're going to get. Breathe in, breathe out. Now look and notice where your hip and knee went, sitting back. Okay, weight in the heel. Knee should not be over the toes. So now we get the love equally going around the whole leg, hamstrings, inner thigh, and quad, and hip rotators, buttocks. Not too much on the butt. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to float this right into standing crane. Looks at the North Star. So we're going to rotate that right foot in, sweep to pick up your left leg and lift. Rotate your fingers out. So we just did this in our, we just did a standing posture with hawk and crane. So we're going to just take that foot over your knee. Left hand is extended towards the left side of the room. Your right hand just touch the elbow with your middle finger, and then lift and rotate through your waist, shoulders, and maybe looking out with the eyes. And it's hard to do it slow. Breathe in, breathe out. So looking at the North Star, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Each breath, maybe get a little bit more into that. And then lower. Nice. Bring up that left leg or right leg, your right leg. And again on the other side, so covering that left knee, extending the arms. Extend it back. Extend it back. So you're leaning back, keeping the hips under. So if you try to lean back and your hips go back, you're done. Breathe in. In. Good. So lower down. Inhale, go to the other side, set. Inhale, go to the other side, and set. Maybe. Okay, one more. Good. All right, last two real quick is white tiger. So let's do it from this position. Finishing up on that side. So we would be in white crane. Looks at the moon, right? Up, now, step. So here we can take some time and just begin to open those legs. So this is a split stance, and you know, the whole theme of the 8 vessels are the legs and the hips, and that whole rotation, separating the upper half from the lower half. So as you're sinking forward, your weight is in that, going into that front leg. Your mind's weight goes up to the outside of your right heel. So your left arm is blocking and protecting your head. And your right arm, or the open side, is protecting your torso. So sink. And then these arms change as we develop this, this form. But for now, I just want to hold and sink into it. You know, so as you get stronger and you can get wider and wider with your feet, that's what we're trying to find in this posture. So breathe in, breathe out. It takes a lot of developing strength in those inner thighs. So just breathing in, long exhale, last one. So shifting, we're going to yin yang the arms. So drop the left hand, raising the right hand as you turn your toes the other way, and holding white tiger on the other side. So you might be in that nice wide stance still. Maybe you need to go out a little bit more or come in a little bit, reset. If you need to, then you're looking out past your right leg. Right arm is up, left arm is protecting the waist organs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. So that right arm's up high, left arm's down low. Full body breathing. So feel that breath filling the lower abdominal cavity to the middle, to the upper. Feeling that breath coming all the way through the arms and legs. Stop that group. Pushing to the outer part of your left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. So begin to step in with your left leg, about halfway. Then taking your right foot, right arm is going to go over your left elbow. You're going to turn this together. The whole right side turns in. Then shift back to that right leg as you take your left arm underneath your elbow and slide back with your foot. So cat stance. So first, just set that hip down behind your heel. Your toe is pointing. You're going to slide that left hand up the right arm, slide the right arm down. Natural palm, where your index finger slides halfway down your middle finger. Hold a baseball between in your palm. So sinking into that right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes, all quad. Breathe in. Watch the hip doesn't float away. Breathe out. You shouldn't really feel the hip joint, just the muscles around the leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's cross that left arm over the right as you just pivot your left heel in line with your left toes. Take your left arm, cross your right. Slide your right arm up, the left arm back. And cat stance on your other side. So sink back into that hip, weight in the heel. Natural palm with the hands, so the hands didn't move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now we're going to slide that foot and inhale up to your right. Close, exhale, down to your left. And in. Out. And in. Very nice, congratulations. We finished the vessels. So next week we will go through these again and we'll go through a little more detail in the breathing. So breathing through the pericardium and kidney points. So filling the vessels, we're actually clearing the 8 vessels to fill the 8 vessels. So we'll work on that a little bit, just pairing the breath work with the postures. And until then, have a cool and beautiful weekend. We'll see you on Monday. No, we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Take care.